Hello, in this video we're going to look at motivation. How do you motivate your project team? How do you motivate the individuals in your project team? We'll also look at and discuss what you should not do when you try and motivate your team. Or you will demotivate your team for sure. So, let's go into the video. Hello and welcome to Project Metal Works. If you've not been here before, my name's Chris Morton and we cover all different topics and aspects of project management, whether it be for an individual project, whether it be for an organisational project, and we also look at different aspects of how you can do better in your life. So if you want to watch more videos, please subscribe, and we produce a video each week. So let's get on with the next video. Motivation. How do you motivate your individuals, your project team? Well, first, they understand that you are the project manager and that you have authority to tell them what to do. However, that is not how you create motivation within the team or within individuals in the team. The last thing you need to be is a dictator, authoritarian. You need to stand back and let them develop and let them do what they do best. The last thing they need is a project manager who micromanages, who gets in the way, who becomes a hindrance to what they're actually doing. Because if you do that, then they won't trust you. And the way that you motivate individuals or your project team is to generate trust. You need to generate trust between each individual and the project team as a whole. And you will not do that by being what I would call a manager who manages this little bit and that little bit and this little bit. You need to stand back, give them space. Let them understand that you trust them. Then they will start to trust you. So, the first thing you need to understand about getting motivated from yourself and getting your team to be motivated is that you need to step back. You need to sacrifice that little bit of your management that you have and let it take a backstage. In order to create trust with your project team and the individuals in the project team, you have to communicate, you have to listen, you have to be part of the team at the same level as the team. So don't be up here when they're down here. You need to get down and mix with your team. You need to be part of the team on a day-to-day basis. You don't need to be aloof, sitting in your office. You need to get out there, sit with the individual members of your team, talk to them, understand them, tell them about yourself, ask them questions about themselves, and gain a rapport, gain their trust. And over time, they will start to trust you. Motivation for the individual and motivation for the team is all about them trusting and believing in you, the person, the human being, not you, the project manager. Remember, everybody is different. Each individual needs a different way of communicating and listening to. Each individual likes different things. Each individual has different problems. So you need to understand each person in your team and cater for their needs and desires. Don't just treat everybody the same because everybody is different. Some like to be loud and laugh, some like to be quiet. Some like space, some like it crowded. And try and mix and match these together so that you get them more happy with their environment. And by doing this, you'll understand them and they will understand you, and they'll see that you go that extra little bit to cater for them. Again, creating trust. Trust is what you need. You need the individuals to trust you. You will also gain trust in them and let them do their job. You need to mentor the individuals in your team. What I mean by mentor again is that you need to sit down and have conversations. Listen to them. If they have a question, intently listen, not just listen to them. And explain what you think is the best way to go. May not even be work related. But the more that you do this, the more that you take time and communicate and listen, the more the trust will develop. The more they will start to believe in you. And believing and trusting in you is absolutely key to creating a bond with the team and the team bonding with itself. And it will motivate them without actually using the word motivate. You need to listen to your team. You need to listen to the individuals. When I say listen, I don't mean just, listen, I'm listening. I mean listen. Don't speak. Listen. Take it all in and then work out what they've said and give your answer. I believe it was Nelson Mandela who said that he was a chief in Africa. And when they had a meeting, they used to sit round in a circle. And his father was always the last person to speak. And this is something that you need to learn. It's not easy. So, for example, if you have a meeting and everybody's sitting around the table and you have an issue or a problem that needs to be resolved, don't go into the meeting and just say, here's a problem, this is what I think we should do. Because then people within the meeting will not give you what they believe should be done. Because you've already stated it and you are the project manager. So, go into the meeting, highlight the problem and sit back and listen and let every individual in the meeting give their opinion, give their solution to the problem before you say anything. Yes, you can ask a question, but don't answer or give your proposal. Let them speak. This is not easy. It is not easy to go into a meeting and say nothing. Very difficult. But train yourself to do it. This will take you yards with these people. You know, your team will admire you for this because you listen and you mean it. You open up. This creates motivation. This creates trust in you. You need to create a team that works together. You most probably have a team of highly skilled people who individually are extremely good. However, they need to cross-pollinate. They need to work together. For example, if you have a football team and a manager and you have 11 players that are highly great individually, if they just play as individuals in that team, you most probably will only win 50% of the matches. But if they actually gel together, bond together and trust each other and trust the manager, then they'll win every match. And this is the goal that you need to do with your team. You have the individuals, you have the star players. You need to get them to bond together. And the way you do that is for them to trust you so that what you desire, they will do together as a team. So take time with your team members. Take time with your team. Be open. Sacrifice the fact that you are a project manager and just come down and be a normal person. Listen to your team. Have coffee with your team. Go for dinner with your team. Speak to them as individuals. Ask them about their private life. Get to know the people. Let them get to know you. Let them trust you. Let them know that you trust them. Show them empathy. Be nice. For example, if you have an individual who's not performing the way that you know he can or she can perform, then don't just disregard them because they're not performing. Ask them, is there any issue? Is there any reason why this is happening? Is there anything that I can help you with? Do you need assistance in any way? Have you got personal problems? Have you got family problems? Before you jump to any conclusions, sit down rationally and speak to them nicely. Sometimes those little things help tremendously and help the individual tremendously. And it builds trust. It means that you will go the extra yard for the people on your team. And the other members of the team will see this. It builds trust. And trust builds better teams. You need to create an environment of trust. Circle of trust. This is earned. It is not an instruction. So you have to earn your team's trust. You have to earn the individuals within your team's trust. And vice versa. But by doing this, you will create an environment of trust. And this will motivate everybody. The end goal will be something that they enjoy. So, to motivate people, you need to create trust. You need to create an environment of trust. And you have to sacrifice things and do not dictate or be an authoritarian or instruct. Because once you have trust, they will do what you want and more. And it will be great to do it. I hope you enjoyed this week's video. And again, if you have any comments or questions about it, then please put them in the comments box below. Or if you have any other topics that you wish me to investigate, look at, produce a video, answer questions, then please put those in the comments box below, or alternatively, send me an email. My email is in the description of the video. So until then, take care and see you in next week's video. Bye.